Good evening to all the dear Dhamma friends. So before we start the meditation session for today, everyone, please unmute yourself and please say 3 times to welcome everyone. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. That is the ancient tradition. So at the beginning, if we say 3 times sadhu, that means we welcome each and everybody who are joining. It may be it may be any occasion. It is the ancient tradition back in Asia. So before, at the beginning, if we say so, it means we welcome, and at the middle or at the end, if we say so, that means we appreciate. So today is the 6th August 2021. This Friday evening too, without wasting it, we are going to spend it in a very valuable manner, in a very useful manner. We are going to keep another step ahead in our Dhamma path, in a spiritual development. We develop our inner spirituality forward somewhat more. The Buddha said once that there are 4 kinds of people in this world. The first kind of person in this world is the person who goes from darkness to darkness. The second kind of person in this world is the person who goes from darkness to light. The third person in this world is the person who goes from light to darkness. The fourth person in this world is the person who goes from light to light. What is darkness and what is light? Darkness means the wrong actions. So wrong behavior. So if there is a person who was practicing wrong actions, wrong words, wrong thoughts in the past, if someone continues to do so, that is a person who goes from darkness to darkness. There is a person who was doing such kind of bad things, who was practicing such kind of bad things, bad actions, bad words, and bad thoughts in the past. But realizing that they are wrong, if someone starts to abandon those wrong actions and start practicing, if someone starts practicing good actions, good words, and good thoughts, that's a person who goes from darkness to light. There is another person who was doing such kind of good actions in the past, who was practicing such kind of good words and good thoughts in the past. Currently, that person has changed, and now this person is doing wrong actions, wrong words, and speak wrong words, and think wrong thoughts. That is the person who goes from light to darkness. And fourth thing is the most difficult thing. And such kind of people are very rare. They are the ones who are doing good actions, who are practicing good words and good thoughts in the past. And those people, not only they practice them in the past, currently, in the present too, they do the same. These are the rarest among all beings. All beings. So we should try to be the second one and the fourth one. Second one is, if we were doing such kind of wrong actions, if we were practicing wrong words or wrong thoughts in the past, we should realize, we should try to understand that they are wrong, they are harmful for us and harmful for the others. These are not good. So instead, I should practice good actions, good words, and good thoughts. So then after that, if we are already in the path of practicing good actions, good words, and good thoughts, we should continue it. We should continue it as much as we can. So this is how we need to live in this world. This is how that we can purify ourselves. So be the second one and the fourth one always. Because many people, they don't understand how short this life is. Even a turtle lives 300 years. Most of the human beings, they even don't live 100 years. Out of those 100 years, we sleep half of it. So out of that short period of our own lifespan, we sleep half of it. So we only have one half to live at least. So understand how rare this human life is. Understand how important this human life is. Understand how short this human life is, and be a person who goes from darkness to light, and after that, light to light. So with that thought, let's begin today's meditation session. Today too, we are going to practice Anapanasati meditation, that means breathing meditation. And after that, we are at the same time, the all meditators, they are going to practice Vipassana meditation, insight meditation. So first of all, for the newcomers who are joining today, for them, I appreciate your participation. And since you are beginners, you are kindly instructed to practice breathing meditation. What you need to do is you need to focus on your breathing. When the breath is coming in, be completely aware. Don't go with the breath all the way inside. Just stop your awareness. So just stop your focus at the end of your nostrils. So when the breath is coming in, you will observe the process of breath, the incoming breath up to the end of your nostrils. And when it goes in, you let it go. You don't observe that. And when it comes out, it will touch the very same area, the ending point of your nostrils, and will go out. Whenever it touches that ending point of your nostrils, when it goes out. So start focusing once again on the breath. So when it is going out, be completely aware that it is going out. When it is coming in, you are completely aware. When it is going out, you are completely aware. If the breath is gross, be aware that it is gross. If the breath is soft, be aware that it is soft. If the breath is short, be aware that it is short. If the breath is long, be aware that it is long. Whatever the breath it is that you are observing right now, that you are experiencing right now, let it be so. Don't try to change it. Let the natural breath come and go. Just as a gatekeeper, your job is just to observe. Keep on observing. So by that way, develop inner peace and develop inner happiness. So Vipassana meditators, they are instructed to do the same meditation practice as I instructed last week. You will observe, you will start scanning your whole body from the top of your head. Whatever the sensations that you experience throughout your body, from the top of your head to the end of your middle part of your body. So front, middle part of your body. So you will start observing from the top of your head. Then you will partition this whole head area. Then you will partition this whole face area, neck area, both hands, and then so this whole area which includes the heart area and the stomach area. So partition this whole body and observe each and every sensation that comes into your experience, and understand whatever the sensation it is. Let it be heat, let it be coldness, let it be itching sensation, twinkling sensation, throbbing sensation, pulsing sensation, or any sensation. Let it be, recognize it as it is and understand. Observe and understand this sensation is also impermanent, changing, changing, changing. So like that, everyone, Vipassana meditators, please practice Vipassana meditation. The meditators who join today, the beginners, they are kindly instructed to practice breathing meditation, as I told earlier. Now, everyone, please relax and make your posture. Please keep your back straight, your neck straight, your head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm and close your eyes. Close your eyes and relax. Relax. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. With a very calm mind, quiet, alert, and attentive mind, balanced and equanimous mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. So we will continue this meditation technique we will continue to practice this meditation technique for 20 minutes. Then after that, stay your eyes closed, because after that, for 5 minutes, we will practice loving kindness meditation too. I'll give instructions. So now everyone, please start your meditation practice. May your meditation be very, very successful. Please start the meditation right now. Dear meditators, don't open your eyes as I instructed, but for newcomers, they are allowed, the beginners who join Buddhi today, they are allowed to change their posture, but don't open your eyes. You can relax your legs if they are paining. Now we are going to practice briefly loving kindness meditation. We are going to share our loving kindness with yourself, with your parents, relatives, and friends. And then after that, your enemies, and finally with all the beings in the world. So please relax. Stay keeping the eyes closed. Keep the eyes closed. Relax. First of all, let's share our loving kindness with yourself. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativity. May I attain and enjoy real peace, real happiness. Spread loving kindness towards yourself. Just like me, may my mother, may my father, may my relatives and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May they also attain and enjoy real peace, real happiness, real peace, real happiness. Just like me, may my enemies also accept my loving kindness. I forgive for everything that they did to hurt me. And at the same time, I ask forgiveness for everything that I did to hurt them. May my enemies also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful. May my enemies also come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May they also attain real peace and real happiness. Now, I share my loving kindness with all the beings in the world. Small beings with big beings, clever beings and not unclever beings, then powerful beings with weak beings. Let them be beautiful, let them be ugly, doesn't matter. Let them be human, let them be animals, or visible or invisible. I share my loving kindness with all the beings in the universe. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May they come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May all beings also attain real peace, real happiness, Nibbana. Now everyone, very calmly, please open your eyes, relax yourself. Please unmute yourself. And now please say together 3 times peacefully. Sadhu,
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 sadhu.
sadhu. Dear meditators, dear dumb friends, so today too, this is the ending of practical practice, and now I'm going to give you the daily description about the meditation. So for Vipassana meditators, I want to remind something very important. When I instruct to observe the parts of your body Now, as experienced meditators, since you were practicing Vipassana meditation since April, so you practiced during the month of on May. We started on May, and then we practice it on June and July, now August, almost 3 months. So now you might understand that the the parts of the body that you see with your naked eyes, you can't experience them. You can't experience those very same parts of the body in the same manner when you are practicing meditation. The vision that you have, the vision is different. The practical experience of your body parts, that's different. So, as an example, when you see, you can see a forehead. But when you practice, when you observe your forehead area, so you won't see that very forehead area anymore. When you practice, please forget it. Why? Because you in your meditation practice, you can't see, you can't experience that very forehead that you see through a mirror or from the outside people. So this forehead, it's so you can't experience it in the same manner. Example, in this very forehead, when you observe, you will see sensation-wise, it's totally different. It's something else. So even though when we see a forehead, one forehead, when we look at the other people, during the meditation practice, you feel various kinds of sensations on this very forehead. So in one part of your forehead, you will experience cold sensations. On one part of your forehead, you will experience throbbing sensation, maybe pulsing sensations, itching sensations, such kind of sensation. Another part of your forehead will generate, you will feel in that part of your forehead, you will experience another sensation that you cannot, a sensation that you cannot name. You don't know how to name that sensation, but you feel one. So, so that's why I told you, you can't find one one forehead, the forehead that we see by our naked eyes during the practice. This is the reality. What you see is not exactly the right thing. So even though you call a person's vision as a person, the reality is that very person, if you look at internal, if we look at that person according to the real truth, according to the reality, you can't find that outer vision inside that very person. So even though we call this very body, this very mind, I, you can't find that very person, that very that one person inside your experience. This is the reality. Your whole body, from part to part. So even within the parts, the sensations differ. According to current natural conditions, various kinds of sensations arise and pass away. So you can't find any unitary sensation, one sensation throughout your body. So don't try to see the very same parts of the body so within the practice. So whenever you start practicing, let that picture that you see about a person go, and keep on observing. See the person according to the sensations that arise within the person. That's how you need to see yourself. That's how this is the time that you really see you. So all the other people, they look at the other people, and they differentiate people. This person is a beautiful person. This person is an ugly person. This person is not ugly, not very beautiful. A person in the middle. So people have such kind of categorizations. But the reality, when it comes to the reality, you might say, you are you. The other people are they. They exist as they really are. No use of judging, because according to the eternal truth, according to the real reality, there is no any such kind of a person who that we can call as that we can judge as beautiful or ugly. Sensations. So this phenomenon of body is always a thing which changes continuously, and each and everybody, they are those bodies, they are what they are. You can't. So because of our own delusion, since we don't know the exact truth about our own bodies, we differentiate, we judge, we discriminate. This is beautiful. This person is ugly. This person is neither beautiful, neither ugly. This person has a feature, as a body which belongs to the middle. So this is so. Now you yourself realize, not because the Buddha said so, not because I told you so. So you realize these realities, these truths, by your own experience, And so after this, when you go to the normal society, please try to not to judge people according to their appearance, because now you are somewhat wise to understand that even inside this very body, you can't judge. There is no any unitary person inside this very body too. From part to part, naturally, so according to the natural conditions, sensations arise and pass away. The person who was in the past moment, that person is not here right now. This person won't be in the next moment. This very person won't exist in the next moment. This is the reality. And at the same time, once again, I want to mention everybody to live now. Live here. Live right now. Because past is past. It's gone. Future has not yet come. What you have is right now, this moment. Live now. Today, please develop the meditation in that way. Develop this wisdom inside you too. And today I'm going to teach you about the right action. I was describing you the eight noble path that we develop, eight kinds of steps that we develop by practicing this breathing meditation and vipassana meditation. I told you, when you practice these meditation techniques, the first thing that you develop is right understanding. You realize that everything is impermanent, and there is this Four Noble Truth. There is a suffering in this world, and there's a cause for the suffering, and there's a way to come out of suffering, and so there are these 8 noble paths. When we develop it, we can completely come out of suffering. So the first step of the 8 noble path is right understanding. So you realize the Four Noble Truths, and then you realize, you really experience through your own experiential wisdom, you understand that there is this impermanence. So you start to develop right concepts. What are the right concepts? Number one, so you develop the concept that I should come out of all the negativities. Then you develop the concept not to stay non-violent, and at the same time you develop a concept not to get angry whatever it happens. Then, because of these right concepts, I told you last week, you develop right words, right speech. And this week I teach you about the right actions that you will develop. So what are the right actions? There are 3 right actions. So if someone avoids killing and harming others, that is a right action. If someone doesn't steal and respect the other people's rights, that is a right action. If someone doesn't practice sexual misconduct, that is right action. So not killing is right action. Sometimes the beings accidentally might get killed while we are walking. We know that there are ants, they get killed, but that doesn't become a killing. Why is that? Why it doesn't become a killing? Why it doesn't develop any bad karma? Because there is no intention to kill them. The main thing, to happen a killing is your intention. If you have evil intention to kill that person or kill that being, then you develop, it becomes a killing. Whoever get lose life because of your action, if you have the intention to kill that being, then it's a killing. So if you have this intention, only because you have the intention, a killing doesn't happen. So if you have the intention first, that is number one. Then if there is a live being to get killed, and if there is a way, if there is a tactic that you have to kill that being, and if you execute that plan to kill that being, if everything, and finally, if that being get killed at the end, after your execution of your plan, then these 5 features combining together fulfills a killing. Then it brings you bad karma. You might have seen in the outside world, there are people who die while they are at the womb of their mom. There are beings who die during the delivery. There are beings who die during the childhood, during the middle age. So most of them have are dying most probably due to this wrong karma, this bad karma. So whoever kills, finally, according to nature, they reap what they have harvested, what they harvest what they have reaped, and that's what happened to such kind of people. So the first right action that we need to practice, that we develop because of this breathing meditation practice and vipassana meditation practice, is the not killing. Then second right action is not stealing. People own things. People achieve things. Most of the people achieve things, own things in right way. They spend their sweat. That means they spend their sweat, they spend their blood, they spend their energy and earn things without harming anyone, and so in justifiable ways, people earn things that can be money, and at the same time that can be property, anything. So if someone without the consent of the other person who owns those stuff, if someone takes them, that is with the intention of stealing, then it becomes a stealing. But just because you didn't say to anybody, if you take someone's thing, it doesn't become a wrong action. So stealing, let's say your brother or your sister or your mother or father has something. That person is not close by, without the consent of that person, but with the confidence that if I ask to get this, to use this, they might say yes. So with that confidence on those people, if we take anything and if we use anything, it doesn't become a stealing. Then there is something which is abandoned. You exactly don't know, but you think that there is on the road, you find something, a pen, which was thrown away, which was thrown by someone. You take that one with the notion, with the thought that this is thrown away. This was abandoned. This is something which was abandoned by the owner. So if we take like that, it doesn't become a state. So we need to have the thought of stealing first. Then only by having the thought, it doesn't become stealing. The action of stealing doesn't get completed. Then there should be an object, and it should not belong to you. It should belong to somebody else, and you should have a plan to steal it, and you should execute the plan. And then if you get it, if you steal it, finally executing that plan, then that's a stealing. So if someone steals, you might have seen people who are poor. or born poor. So most of such kind of people, they are born due to such kind of bad karmas. So, and some people, even though they have stuff, they lose them suddenly. So such kind of things happen in life due to this kind of past bad karmas. Then number 3, sexual misconduct. So uh, in life, so in married life, a husband, there is this husband, there is this wife. So they have the vow to be honest to each other. So if someone uh, uh, if someone keeps the sexual relationships, keep sexual relationships with the other people, except that partner, cheating on that partner, then that's a sexual misconduct. So such kind of people, most of the times you might have seen, they get partners who are with such kind of messy qualities. There are some people whose families, they get shattered. They don't have a happy family life. So in this world and after this life too, such kind of people suffer. So this is the third right action, that is avoiding sexual misconduct. So there are 3 kinds of right actions: not killing, not stealing, and not practicing sexual misconduct. So these are the three right actions that we need to practice when we are practicing this path. It will happen when you develop your wisdom. So gradually, patiently, please practice these things too in your life. And if you practice these things, definitely in this world too, you will be able to live a happy life. After this life too, you will be able to gain happy lives. And at the same time, so throughout your life, they'll be full of peace, so full of inner calmness. And at the same time, you will have a great feeling about your inner purity. So such kind of feeling is very rare to experience. But a vipassana meditator will surely experience such kind of feelings throughout the life, because the vipassana meditator always develop this right understanding, then right concept, after right concept, right speech, then right actions, and so on up to the right concentration. All the eight steps of these 8 noble paths. So please keep on practicing very ardently. Not only for first of all, not for the other people. First of all, you are doing it for yourself, for your own sake, for your own peace sake, and for your own happiness sake. Then it will benefit all the people that you associate around you, your own relatives, your own friends, and everybody will get affected. Your positivity, you will share it with everybody. So please practice very, very ardently for your own sake, for your own peace sake, for your own happiness sake. Sometimes you won't believe about the next life. That's fine. At least live a good life here in this life. For that, this will be very, very helpful. So now the time is right to finish the meditation session. I really appreciate for every one of you. I really appreciate every one of you for the participation. And by the power of this positive energy, I wish that may all of you be able to stay very healthy, unharmed, and may all of you, all your good wishes come true. May all the difficulties that you are facing in your current life be completely away. And practicing this noble non-sectarian technique, may all of you be able to attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. Everyone, please join your palms together and concentrate. Please concentrate. Abhivadana silisse nityang baddha pachaino chattaru dhamma vaddanti ayuvanno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti me vache ato nibbana sampatti iminati samijjatu. May you all be well. May you all be happy. May you all be very, very peaceful. The newcomers, I kindly request them to stay for another 5 minutes, and the other old meditators, they can farewell, do their farewell, and good night to everyone. See you in the next Friday. Good night to everyone.
Good night, Bante.
Good night, Mr. Juan.
Good night, Bante.
Good night, Miss Lisa.
Good night, Bante.
Good night, Mr. Jaime.
Good night, Monte.
Good night, Mr. Frank. Hi.
Teruan Saranai Hamdulani.
Tiruan Saranai Tihara. Right. Mrs. Tera and Mrs. Priya.
Let me pray to you. I mean, respect Bante Bandana, what you can say. Let me get that opportunity. Okasahang Bante, Bandami Bante, Daltana Katan, Sabdam, Aparadam, Kamotu, Me, Bante, Dutiante,
Tukihoto. Right. How was your practice, Mr. Priya?
I'm born in a Buddhist family, but doesn't make anybody born in a Buddhist family like a Buddhist until until take the refuge and all the precepts at least start taking, at least trying, like you said today. And then I got things very lately. I went to 5-time Buddhist monk, but I don't have the parami to sustain the monkship. I went to become a forest monk, but couldn't sustain. And then I understood, start reading Tripitaka and got the privilege to translate Tripitaka, all 58 books in Bengali, in my native language, and made available through website and mobile devices like iOS and Android after working 3 years. And then I started understanding a little bit. And then I followed that I need to go through on meditation, like you are teaching. And then I go for academically learn and become a certified meditation teacher, even though my profession is I'm an IT person for government in USA, for County of San Bernardino. So I live on IT. But this is a spiritual need, so I like to learn, and so I got it. And I went through different schools and different, meditation. Even Buddha went to Alaraka to learn those techniques. So I'm still trying. When I got some times, actually, I'm trying to learn from, and like a guru like you, to meet, but it is difficult in USA, that here it's very tough for us. And
Yeah,
what
but still, if you dedicate time and if you work hard, it doesn't matter whether somebody is a monk or a lay person. That person can do that. What you need is the love towards you, and at the same time your ambition to come out of all the negativities and dedication to the practice. Then definitely you will be able to come out of it, all the negativities, and attain real peace. Sukhi hotu.
Bante, I had a wish. Actually, I was.
Mr. Priya, let me talk to Tera too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mrs. Tera,
Yes,
how was the first day?
very new. I'm not very familiar with this, and I might have come into the wrong group, but I didn't want to leave and not learn something.
All right. I am so glad that you stayed, and did you learn the technique somewhat?
Yes, I think the breathing was what I mostly needed at this time in my life, and I'm not
Yes.
sure if I can continue without a little more background in what we just did.
Yeah, so that's fine. So, Mrs. Tera, if you can practice breathing meditation in the morning, 5 minutes. So, as a beginner, you can start it like this. You can do it like this. So, 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening. So, since you are a beginner, so please start like that. Meanwhile, every Friday, if you can, if possible, please join for the meditation session. So it will motivate you. It will help you to stay motivated. I'll do my best. So then after that, after 2-3 weeks, please prolong it. You will be able to prolong it to 10 minutes. Then 10 minutes in the morning, you will practice breathing meditation. 10 minutes in the evening, you will practice meditation. Then later on, gradually, you will be able to practice Vipassana meditation too, the meditation on your sensations. And then hopefully, you will be able to gain more and more peace in your life and more and more happiness.
That sounds good.
Yes. So if there is anything that you want to know, definitely you can message me through Meetup, and I am more than happy to help you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you are very welcome, Mrs. Tera. So do you have any question?
Do I have questions?
Yes.
Not at this time. Not at this time. I think I need to do some reading, find out more, maybe ask you more questions privately.
Yes, definitely. I am here to help you. So if you develop inner happiness and inner peace, that's my happiness too.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome, Mr. Tera. May you be happy. May you be happy. Right. So, Mr. Priya.
Yes, Bante, Amo Bante.
Yes, Sukhi hotu. So, are you practicing meditation? So until now, you were not practicing, right?
I'm practicing every day. I'm in some stage. As far I got the privilege to translate Tripitaka and also become a certified meditation teacher. So I'm doing this long time, but on and off. But still, there's a lot of things I need to go through. Like, for example, right now I'm having a planning, like you said. In Buddha's time, a lot of lay people even get enlightened. That's true. Even women get enlightened. That's true.
Yeah, I understand nowadays it's hard for the
Yeah.
lay people.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
my thing is like, it's more if it's like you, I have the parami to be a monk. It is more favorable environment, right? And that unfortunately I don't have the parami, but I have a wish. I'm looking for, actually. I did call several monastic here and there. I contacted one in Pasadena. They are actually Vajrayana, but I don't mind even if I can become a monk and ordain for a junior monk. Not that I cannot become a senior monk like you. It has to
Yes.
go through. So, and then if I can make a favorable environment and go for 3-4 weeks retreat. But unfortunately, I couldn't manage it right at this moment. But I had a very wish to find out something. Because I can go from my work. I can get 4 weeks of vacation. So I'm eagerly looking for some guru like you and some monastery temple where I can get an environment. Because here I'm in the family. So even though I do try to meditation hard, but when you see attachment, when I see my wife or my kids, it's an attachment, right?
Yeah.
And it's a full of conditions.
As a lay person, you should fulfill those things too,
Right.
because you can't escape from such kind of things. You have to fulfill them.
Bhante.
Yeah. And at the same time, keep
Bhante.
on practicing like this.
Bhante.
It doesn't matter whether you practice the path, practice the teachings
Bhante.
slowly or faster.
Bhante.
So monks are just like jets.
Bhante.
So they don't have anything to look for. They go. But the lay people, they are just like travelers by legs. So
Exactly.
they have so many bondages. So
Exactly.
so they have to go slowly.
Exactly.
But still, if you go in the right direction,
Bhante.
if you go in the right path,
Bhante.
so finally you will reach the same destination. It only matters. It is a matter of the time.
Bhante.
Yeah. So please keep on practicing
Bhante.
very ardently
Bhante.
for yourself, and then please share the very same practice and the Dhamma with your family members too. I am so glad that you joined today.
Bhante, can I ask you one more thing? Can you privately someday, how, I don't know how much you go with the four jhanas, right? Right now there is nobody, so I can talk more freely.